Hello all you amazing wonderful people, welcome back to the channel. IStandAlone Gaming, and today we're going to be playing some more Schedule 1. So with that being said, at the end of the last episode we were finishing up the bungalow. We made it look really good. I think we're going to be pretty set for having a pretty good grow operation going. But yeah, man, just kind of looking around, like see how far we've come in, only like 10 episodes. I feel like we made pretty good progress. Not really sure, but every week I still seem to want to feel excited to play this game. So if you feel in that sentiment, please go ahead and leave a like and let me know that I want to post more of these Schedule 1 videos. Yeah, I don't know. Every time I still feel like it's an enjoyable experience every time I play it. So let's head back to the bungalow, double check, make sure everyone over there is working. And I also want to show you guys something because at the end of the last episode, we made sure that the whole process worked. So if you were following along with the whole setup process and everything like that, you know that it works. However, I did make a few changes, and some of the changes are the output I changed to heavenly. So you can change the output quality on the drying rack to heavenly, which is what I did. And yeah, all of our bud is basically the best quality that we can have. So it's very cool indeed. So we did get jars. We got jars here. We are going to have to buy a bunch more jars. We're going to have this guy, obviously make sure that he's restocking his own jars and stuff. And all we have to do is make sure that we put jars here. Everything else will be automated. So it's definitely very nice that, pretty much everything is taken care of for us. We just have to make sure that we have to purchase stuff to, put in here. Whether that be seeds and or, grow stuff. So it looks like we're going to need a bunch of seeds and fertilizer right now. So let's go ahead and make a delivery. We're going to have to actually deposit. But of course, we also reached our deposit limit. So we're going to have to go to our laundromat, make sure that we put some money in there. And then we're also going to have to, in the next couple days, I think the next step for us is to make sure that we are purchasing another business. This will allow us to drop more money off in the bank, which in turn will allow us to buy more stuff, which will in turn allow us to buy, put more money in the bank, which will in turn, rinse and repeat, right? So yeah, so if we go to the ATM, you can see we reached our weekly deposit limit there. And that is our bottleneck right now, is basically our deposit limit. So if we can purchase stuff from the dude in cash, we could do that. However, when it comes to certain things, we won't be able to do that. So what we could do, contact and do it the old-fashioned way. There we go. Do it the old-fashioned way. Grab our 10 here. And hopefully we could pick that up and drop that off at the house before the plants fully grow. I'm not really sure. Seeds for sure is definitely what we need. But it also doesn't really seem too bad. So yeah. So anyway, I think I'm going to pretty much kind of skip to where we are purchasing our next property. I feel like we've done a lot of this game already. You know that I'm basically going to be growing stuff and kind of, getting our money up. And I want to show more new stuff. So the only way to do that really is to kind of, purchase that new stuff. So let's wait until I can purchase the next business. So I'll see you guys in a minute. All right, so real quick, I wanted to stop over at the real estate place. Looks like the next place we could buy is 10,000, and of course this means that we have to have 10,000 in our bank. So it's not like we could just pay 10,000 in cash right now, or I'd be able to do it because we'd have to be able to purchase it in from the bank. So just can't do it. And yeah, just can't do it. So we're gonna have to wait until I can deposit 10,000. I think I'm gonna wait till 4 in the morning and just kind of let a bunch of laundering go through. So it means I'd have to do it at least 5 times. I already have one working on it right now, but as you know, at 4 o'clock, it still can count down the timer. without actually progressing the day. And I don't want to waste too much days. I don't know. I don't know if it's actually beneficial to just sleep through it and play normal. I feel like I'd get more cash long term that way, but I could at least deposit most of the stuff tonight, and then we could worry about the other stuff tomorrow. But also we need to make sure that we have enough supply to run our bungalow. So maybe I'll put it off for a day or two because we still need a bunch of cash. And yeah, so I'm gonna go pick up these seeds, drop them off at the bungalow, make sure that they are all producing, and pretty much rinse and repeat until we can purchase the next area. So I will be seeing you guys. I mean, it's gonna feel like, you know, 2 seconds for you, but it's probably gonna be, I want to say, like a day or two in game. So I will see you guys in a minute. Alright, guys, real quick while I have the cash, probably could have done this a long time ago, but we can go ahead and buy a skateboard. So I'm definitely going to buy one. We're definitely going to buy the $1,500 one. And supposedly it's supposed to be really good. So we have a golden skateboard now. So basically all we got to do is, I'm assuming he equipped it, hold to mount, and now we can skateboard. So it's supposed to be a little faster when you're doing a straight line, as you can see. Definitely getting up there. So as you you know, need to travel further and further, skateboard's definitely going to help you out. I mean, we're definitely zooming now, getting through all these locations. But yeah. Oh no, he's going to see my skateboard. But yeah, I just wanted to point out that we did purchase it in this episode, and we're going to be using it to get back and forth from mainly our locations now. So definitely keep an eye out for that. So there's a few things that we still have to take care of. One is making sure that we keep the laundromat going. We have to do that as much as possible. I kind of changed my mind. We're not going to just do laundromat. We're going to wait until we can deposit 10,000, which is on a Tuesday, I think it is. So we're just going to go through a bunch of days. Because as of right now, the amount that we're laundering is basically going straight to our production. And that's the only thing that we can do. So it is what it is. And we'll just have to continue with that process until we can deposit 10,000. Once we can deposit 10,000, we can immediately go purchase the next location and launder even more money. So yeah, definitely looking forward to that. So, but yeah, now we have a skateboard and we can travel back and forth. And basically all I've been doing is buying seeds, making sure that we have seeds and everything else ready to go for our location here. That's pretty much it. So just keeping everything stocked, ready to go, basically, and then we'll purchase seeds directly from the dead drop. Been a pain in the ass to have to go back and forth, but that's also why I bought a skateboard, so we can do that a little faster. Not much faster, but a little faster. So yeah, I'll see you guys Tuesday. All right, people, real quick. We're on Monday, which means, Sunday. So which means that we're 2 days away from being able to deposit, pretty sure. But with that being said, I noticed something when I was purchasing seeds, because I have to purchase, you know, through cash, right? So if you go and talk to Albert Hoover here, you can click, we need to meet up. He will agree. He says, I'll be next to the mayor's house for 6 hours. So I'm not really sure where the mayor's house is, but basically if you find him every time, he will be able to sell you as many seeds as you need. So let's go ahead and see if we can find him. Basically, he sets up a little like bodega shop, and you could purchase seeds from him, and it's literally only limited to the amount of money that you have on you. So if I go to map real quick, does it actually tell me which one is mayor's house? Island Auto, church, supplier meeting. Actually, it shows up on your map, so even better. So if we head over here, let's go see if we can meet up with this guy. Oh, there's a brick fucking foundation in the way. So as you can see, he sets up a little like bodega shop. Talk to him, and you could purchase as many seeds as you need. So just for an example, I'm going to purchase 50. Add to cart, 2,250 bucks. I have 2,250 bucks, obviously, but it allows you to purchase as many seeds as you need. Obviously, as long as you have room to carry them, so on and so forth. But it drastically reduces the amount of time you have to do for dead drops. Not sure how I didn't notice this sooner. I guess I never really tried because we could always do deliveries. But as we are struggling with laundered money or money in the ATM right now, I figured I'd show you guys this little trick. Like I said, I wasn't using it before, so maybe you guys didn't know about it, or if you did, congratulations, you got one up on me. But I did not know, so definitely pretty cool. Means you can buy as much seeds as you want. And now I'm just going to go deliver them back to the bungalow, make sure that place is running pretty efficiently, and then if I need to, that means I can only have to order or purchase soil and fertilizer, because I can always purchase the jars themselves from the aftermarket. So yeah, pretty cool. So it looks like we're actually running low on fertilizer, so let's go ahead and place an order for fertilizer. But other than that, we're pretty much waiting until Tuesday, get everything set in order to purchase the next property, and that'll be the end of that. So looking pretty good. We just got to do everything that we can and until then. So all right, people, so we are on Monday, and that means we can deposit some more money. So let's go ahead. We got 24 grand, doing pretty good. So we're going to deposit everything, max amount. We're booked up, and we're going to purchase the post office. So let's head over to Ray's Real Estate. Try to make it as quick as possible. Let me turn here. Ray's Real Estate coming on up. Definitely, I feel like it's a little quicker with the skateboard. I mean, I don't really know for sure, but it feels quicker. Sometimes that's half the battle. So let's talk to Ray. We're going to be purchasing a business, and we're going to do the post office. And yes. So now we got to go check out our new post office. It's actually right next to us. So let's go ahead and get out of this. Actually hit the wrong button there. Let's go ahead and do all this. Post office is right here on the corner. And let's see what we can do here. Go, and we can launder only 4,000. Oof. It's rough. Fortunately, we can keep track of both. But yeah, it seems like it's going to be quite a struggle getting money into the bank. So I think that's going to be our main struggle, to be honest. We have plenty of product, so if we go back to our place, like I said, I kind of blew through like 3 days. It means all the stuff that we made is basically extra. And we just have a bunch of extra. I do have plans to transform the storage unit into more like a mixing area, since it's kind of centralized, and I feel like it's the best place to mix stuff. Maybe have a little outbound there as well. But yeah, so if we come up here, I literally had to put down a secondary shelf, but we have all of this, and it's all legendary. So, and that's just here. That's not counting the stuff that's already still at the bungalow. Even with selling stuff every night, we've been easily making an extra 100 per day. So definitely need to unlock the next zone as quick as possible. That'll allow us to make more money, make more sales, so on and so forth. Hopefully potentially unlock another dealer long term. But yeah, so as I said, we got a bunch down here as well. We got a bunch over here. So we just have stuff out the wazoo right now, which is great. It means we're always going to have product, but eventually I would like to be able to craft or mix all the stuff. So I already had a idea of what to make. I saw it on a video. Once we go through the actual fabrication and stuff, I'll show you that, but for now I'll just show you the product. So the product was this one, right? And what you need to do is basically take your Granddaddy Purple, mix it with Cuke. Granddaddy Purple, Cuke gives you this. You can actually get it with green crack. That's interesting. So anyway, that gives you Aspen Smega. And then you take the Aspen Smega with a banana, turns into Tokyo Cock. I mean, the names are going to be different because the names are randomly generated. But you take the, you know, that Tokyo Cock and then put horse semen in. You got White Dick. And then White Dick and Mega Bean turns into Dirty Sanchez. I actually named that one because I thought it was funny. But as you can see, the suggested price is 97, whereas this suggested price is 48. And I think if we make a bunch of those, it will be good. I mean, you could always just sell more perp, but I also like the idea of mixing. So probably what we're going to do. Not only that, the addictiveness is 100%. It's got a bunch of effects. People are going to be happier with this kind of product instead of just kind of, you know, the bland old sedating zero addictiveness. And yeah, so that's what we're going to go for. And I think we could set that up in the storage unit, because from what I heard in the last update, they allow that you can have three workers at the storage unit now, which means you could have like a little mix operation here. I already took the liberty of clearing this place out, so there's nothing in here right now, but we can use all this space for plenty of activities. And yeah, so that's the plan, at least. We're definitely going to have to purchase more businesses. Purchase more businesses. Jesus Christ, if I can speak today. Purchase more businesses. We're going to have to purchase more property. I mean, property I'm not like super worried about right now, because like we can barely sustain what we're doing right now as it is. So I'm not like super worried about starting another project until like maybe we unlock another product or something like that. But as of right now, our goals are to get as much money in the bank as possible. I don't know what just happened. Uh-oh. I just glitched through the door or something. Stuck. Ooh. Okay, cool. That's cool. Anyway, I thought I was gonna have to lose progress there. That's nice. But anyway, I think the next step actually, I was looking over here, we could purchase vehicles. I was thinking maybe we should buy the van. Saw a bunch of videos where the van's pretty useful, and I think that's what we're going to be doing next. I don't think you can buy it in cash, so obviously we have to, put the 9,000 in the bank, and then you know, see if we could purchase the vehicle. But for now, you know, we're just going to have to keep progressing the way that we are, slowly but steadily depositing money, laundering some money, and getting as much money as we can each day into our bank account. We're making a decent profit pretty much every day. Our dealers have about $2,000 on them every day. There's 3 dealers, $6,000 roughly, give or take a couple $100. And I think when I'm making sales for like another extra $2,000. So it's definitely work in progress, but I think we're doing really good. And yeah, just kind of hit choke points every here and there, and then you gotta find a way past the choke point, and that's pretty much it. So I think next step for sure, getting as much money as possible. I think maybe we could definitely, in the next couple days or so, assuming we make up to like 20 grand again, we could purchase a bunch of stuff for the stash and dash here. storage unit, turn that into a mixing compound, do our mixes here. Hopefully by then maybe we have enough to purchase the Viper, and then we could deliver, you know, that granddaddy perp that we're making at the bungalow to here, craft everything out, and then, you know, deliver wherever we need to deliver to. That's the long-term goal. So again, I think we're doing really good. It's just kind of time consuming, and yeah, still a lot of fun. Definitely excited to learn more about the game. I was interested to find out that you could actually tell your supplier to kind of set up a shop and come talk to him in person and buy a bunch of stuff from him in person, which is cool. Didn't know you could do that before. And yeah. So, all right. But with that being said, I think we're going to end this episode here. It might be short depending on edits and stuff. But I really, you know, think the next step is definitely making the mix station in the storage unit. If you have some other suggestions, please feel free to leave them in the comments. And if you have any, and if you've been enjoying the series, just go ahead and leave a like if you wouldn't mind. Greatly appreciate it. Lets me know that you guys are enjoying the videos, and I will definitely make more of those. But with that being said, also subscribe. Lets you know when I post the next video. Gives you notifications sometimes if you ring that little bell there. And I know every YouTuber says it, but it really does help. So with that being said, thank you for your time. Thank you for watching, and I really hope to see you in the next video. Take care.